Maddox is in there giving chase. He's got support with Ramsey and Kay. And Evan and Nico are on defense. And my phone's ringing. We're not going to answer this call. Nico slap shot. Goes nowhere. But it does end up in Maddox with a backhanded attempt. The best part about that kind of crummy shot from Nico, and I say crummy, but it was just missed. That was a much better effort. The best part was I believe, one of our coaches yelled "great shot" from the bench on his miss. Definitely a bit of sarcasm, I'm assuming. I think Todd's going to get his microphone on and join me here as I'm getting exhausted running my mouth as much as
and the camera. We'll next whistle we'll adjust the camera.
This was my penance for being completely unavailable and helping set everything up, which is why there were issues, although I probably would have created further issues if I had been helping. But Todd left me in the lurch to call the game by myself because he's mad because I was useless, as I am much
That's
of the time
exactly
anyway.
what happened. Exactly what happened.
I can't see what I'm filming here, so we're going to assume that's into the corner. Let's switch spots.
Apparently, we're
I don't know what happened, but
renaming the broadcast to Two Petty Assholes.
Right.
All right. Bottom one's got to come out. I don't know how high you want to go.
Let's. All right, we're adjusting the camera. I think this gets us down to that corner a little more. Yeah, let's go a little.
All right.
All right,
Block one, and I'll hold it steady to do the rest.
We're almost getting there with the camera.
All right.
I think Todd's got that.
You can talk. I got broadcast for now. No, I got stream for now.
Okay. Yanger's in there with Reynolds and Downey up front. Beans and Bronson are at defense. So we've got a 1-1 game with 5 minutes to go. I have no idea how they scored the last goal. We weren't paying attention. There's another one off the blocker.
We are at a complete angle at this point. This is not.
Yeah. Let me lower this one.
A little more.
A little more.
There we go.
All right.
That's better.
We haven't been drinking, we promise. We certainly intend to at some point, but we definitely aren't right now. All right, so Erie's bringing it up. Gets a shot.
Goal.
Oh, that's a goal.
That one snuck through.
Yeah, Jackson was completely screened on that, and I thought we got lucky with the save because he had no visibility on that. And our bench appears to be yelling at the ref. The ref is saying, hey, it's my fault I blew the whistle, but the puck was in the net, he says, so sorry about your luck. No review here.
So it's 2-1, 4:31 to go in the first.
Old friend of the program, Aiden Baker, lining up at center, playing against old teammates here. He's moved on to Erie. Hopping's in with Dom and Braxton. Miller and Evan at defense. The bench was yelling at Hopping to move his feet. Couldn't tell if he did or not. Cyclones try and clear it. Gets turned over, but we do eventually get it out. I don't know who's at what position. We've got two left-handers out there. I guess Hopping's moved over to the right wing. Dom moves it up to Sam, but not quite to him. And we get a shot and another deflection and a cover by Jackson. 3:45 to go. Cyclones change. Nico and McKibben coming in at defense. Ramsey, Maddox, and Park for your forwards. Todd's got a hell of a sweater on. I don't know Margot. I don't know Margot, I believe as the saying goes.
That
nice,
Todd makes.
Yes, yeah. From Christmas Vacation. My reading of that was slow and seemed dim-witted, as I often am. As Maddox goes in, finds a shot off the goalie's mask.
Oh!
Just wide on the backhand, but he recovers the puck.
There.
Does his dipsy doodle. Another one, but sends it to No help over there, but Ramsey gave chase and kept the puck in. Maddox is for sure tired. Kay's covered deep, was not covering the blue line. Gets the puck there, loses the puck. McKibben's going to give chase on the right boards and fire it in.
Try that. Oh.
So a lot of back and forth here as Erie tries to find a way out of their zone and eventually chips it past Bronson. But a good back check from Ramsey sends it back in. Kay goes for a change. Got some tired players. Bronson's going to take it up. Maddox tries not to skate offside. Bronson continues, does lose the puck. Fights to get it back. Chips it up into the player of Erie. Over to Maddox. Braden, and a nice poke check to make that, because Braden was in there for an easy tapping. McKibben's dancing around at the blue line. Sends it over to Nico as the Cyclones regroup and finish their change. So Eli's on, can't handle that. He's out there with Yanger. Beans comes on. I think we're going to get an icing. And I believe our final change, Ben comes in and Nolan is on it forward to complete the full change there. So 2 minutes on the dot left, 2-1. Cyclones down. Honestly, it's a pretty even game. The Cyclones seem to have had more chances, maybe by a couple. Sadly, a bad 2-minute stretch cost us a couple goals, and we're fighting hard to get it back here. Todd's working the camera, so it's mostly me.
I seem to have no thoughts at the moment.
That's okay. That was a good one. A little deflection off that centering pass right off of Jackson's pads. Yanger fires it into the
hard
belly.
Shot.
Maybe we get a change. Looks like Dom's on, so another forward change. Defenders stay out there. The minute and a half left. Braxton and Hoppin come on with Dom. And we've got an offensive zone faceoff. We like those. Braxton's on the right, Sam's on the left right now. Dom at center, moves it over to Braxton. Braxton gets a piece. Well, I should say Braxton gets a shot, and the defender gets a piece of it to slow that down. Sam battles to get it down low, and Dom gets chased in the corner. Braxton late on the support. Erie chips it out, and Ben has to chase it down. Erie cycles back.
Go.
A little bit of a misstep and forces the puck back into their own zone. Dom battles through it and gets it up to Braxton, who tries to center it up to Sam, and the puck is just bouncing around. There's 45 seconds left to go. Cyclones pressuring. Evan keeps the puck. Nope, loses the puck. Looked like he kept it in with the backhand. And now Erie has Otters. Sorry, Erie doesn't have Otters. Erie has numbers. They may have Otters at their zoo. I don't think in the general population up there in the woods. Wow, that's just a bit outside. Sam not giving his best effort there with tired legs. Goes for a change in 15 seconds.
That was harsh.
Tries to dump it in deep.
You're right on camera right there.
Yep, awesome. Sorry, I'll be out of the way. Ramsey moves it up to Maddox. We got about 10 seconds left, or just under. It looks like this is going to finish up the period. So 2-1. Fairly even matchup. We've learned that Erie has Otters in the woods or in the zoo. We've learned that
We're going to try this.
Todd and I are somewhat competent, but borderline incompetent with getting all this set up. That we desperately need the wizard, Andrew Canterbury.
The birthday boy. Happy birthday, Andrew.
Happy birthday, Andrew. Thanks for leaving. What is this, like a prank? Your birthday, you leave us in the lurch here? We had how many visitors to our broadcast earlier? 7. We're down to how many now?
We're up to 19.
We're up to 19. Wow.
This is news
of the incompetence and buffoonery has spread like wildfire. And
yes.
we find ourselves.
We apologize profusely for
No, we
the.
don't. No, we don't. Not
we
if
don't.
what 7 turned into 19 because I think they're telling their friends to come get a load of the bullshit here. And so now we're.
So 2-1 after 2. We should update the score at some point.
Oh, there's updates you can do on camera?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Andrew, a couple days ago at practice, did his best to show me how to hook up the cameras behind the nets. I wasn't even in the rink for that part of it, so
I do
we
believe
all
they
knew it
are
was a
set up.
useless endeavor on his part, and I just made sure I proved him right. Don't try to teach me anything new. I don't want to learn. All right, so to start this, we've got Nico and Bronson out there. We've got Kay, Maddox, and the Rammer at center. Start the second period.
I believe we also owe.
Did you say asshole?
No.
Oh.
Also believe we owe Jamie Ramsey, that is, a belated happy birthday. I believe
do we?
yesterday was his birthday.
That's blocked by Bronson there. Happy birthday, Rammer. 15? Early 15?
No,
Late
this would be 14.
Late 14. Okay.
These are all 2011, so.
True. That's right. We're still in December.
Believe that leaves Nolan as the only 13-year-old left on the team.
There's some things happening on the boards that I'm kind of blocked by Margot over here running the camera. As Nico sends it in. So no one comes on there. Oh, that's a nice hit by Evan. Nico doesn't look, just wants to send it out.
Rough turn off the stanchion, but still came out there.
Yeah. That's what we needed to get a clear and a change. Well, I don't like that call one bit. Sure, it's fair, but I don't like it. So he was offside, gained control of the puck, which was not across the blue line, and they called him off. Eli comes in. He's got Downey and Yanger with him. Beans and Evan. So we're running 5 deep today?
Yes.
Right? We're missing the twins. We're
Harris
missing
and Jake.
Yanger. I'm sorry, not yet. Harris and who was the other?
Jake.
Jake Warner. Wait a minute.
I believe.
You might be right. I swear I saw Jake earlier, but
He might be.
have saw someone else. But I think you're right. I think on the team snap, those were the 4.
Let's check the bench.
Bronson was a maybe today. He had a wardrobe malfunction with the
that's
braces.
it.
Or an orthodontal issue. I don't think orthodontal is a word, but there I used it anyway, so tough. Take that. A lot of battling around. A lot of nothing happening there, though. Puck is right below us. Cyclones move it up to Downey, up to Yanger. Nice touch pass from Downey there. Oh, yeah, don't give your kid the, I mean, it was a nice touch pass. And great play by Evan to keep it in. Sends it to the middle, but turned away by the Erie Otters. As Yanger gains the zone, and the Cyclones lose the zone. Back to Beans, over to Evan. Dumps it in on net. Erie chooses to play it. Falls down. Ooh. No one in front of the net there as Eli tried to send it in. I think we thought maybe our F3 was going to be there, and our
F3 was in the middle of a change, I think.
I think he was in the middle of a change. Oh, that's Sam. Yeah, so Sam was coming on as whoever else was going off. Sam moves it up to Braxton, who turns it over. Back to Sam, who turns it over. Back to Ben, who turns it over. And that's 3 back-to-back. Nothing happening. Bronson surveys the scene, sends it off of Eli's hands. I guess he was going to Braxton there, but that might have been gone for an icing. So Eli's hands saving an icing and a face-off in our zone. Gives it over to Sam. Across, off Eli's stick. Back to Eli's stick. Sends it into Braxton, and Braxton goes for a change as well as Eli. So Sam chases his own pass down. Ben keeps it in. Erie keeps it out. Sam's offsides, comes back onside. Maddox in at the right wing. Sam looks, sends it over to him in the air. misses but gains it, and then the ref kicks the puck.
The ref
And
is screening everything.
Nico, famous as a lot of these kids are for coming on with their sticks upside down and not in the ready position, gets his stick down quickly and back into the ready position and moves it up to Erie, who then sends it down for an icing. And yeah, Dom does that a lot too. Nico's doing that. There's a lot of kids that come on literally with their sticks upside down and backwards, and more often than not, the puck goes right to them and they're not ready. That's a pet peeve of mine, not from any of the kids in particular, but just in life in general, not being prepared, as I'm mostly not prepared myself in life. So I'm taking all of my frustrations with myself out on these young children who are just doing their best to succeed in a hockey game.
Kick save for
Yes, back to calling the game, sorry.
Jackson there.
As I
Your diatribe, your rant is over.
As I ponder my own shortcomings in life.
Deflected by Ramsey's stick there, I think, before it got
solid.
through to Jackson.
Erie was disappointed with that deflection, but we were cheering for it. Beans kind of forced the puck away, but no one wanted to give chase after he did his job, and that's all right because Case got it and he comes up, drop pass.
I don't think he meant to do that.
No, but Nico's got the shot, deflected up into the net. We get a change, and offense is on faceoff with 9:45 to go. The coach for Erie's yelling 0-0 game. I know what he's doing, but I'm also not sure if he can see the scoreboard from his vantage point. So maybe he thinks it's a 0-0 game. Probably not. Probably just trying to get into the mindset of these kids. Hey, just keep battling. And we choose to cheer our kids on to do the same. Although we've got to tell them we're down one and we gotta get one back here. So Eli comes in, sends it down. Downey's out there with Braden. Evan and Bronson in defense. The Cyclones working it down low, bring it up high. Eli fires it in. Another dodgy deflection from the goalie there. I think we got to keep firing these on net because there's certainly chances for rebounds and goofy bounces off his equipment to get the puck to find the back of the net.
Right there.
Oh, nice play by Eli to get it over to Nolan, but
Nolan could not capitalize.
Well, we keep finding these good passes, but they end up just on the backhand of our players, and it's hard to get the finish when we keep finding the wrong side of the stick. So there's a bit of a change happening here and no pressure. Good play by Evan to slow that down.
Offside.
Get an offside.
So I would like to point out that there are 12 teams in our division, only 3 games guaranteed, and only 2 teams from all 12 make a 4th game, which is the championship. So you have to win all 3 to proceed. And even then you're not guaranteed. Even winning all 3 does not guarantee you a spot in the championship.
Dom wins it over nicely, and Sam sneaks through and gains the zone. Continues to battle. Support from Dom. Dipsy Doodle. Back around. Braxton's there to support it. And puck goes back the other way. And that's going to go for an icing from Erie. So change or no change? No change for the forwards, no change for D. Offensive zone faceoff coming for the Cyclones. And 21 viewers. The numbers increase, our popularity grows, as does our incompetence. So
we're up to 21.
Face-off, trying to win it back to Nico.
Scary.
Ties it up. Finds the puck down in the corner. Sends it back to Dom. We got to get someone in front of the net here, but we do lose the puck, and Erie sends it out. A whiffed pass by Erie gives us a chance to regain the puck. Nico moves it over to Ben. But Ben wasn't quite where Nico was passing it. And Erie has a chance again. And they send it back out to the point for a missed slap shot. And Braxton goes, he's got help, but Erie Otters were able to knock the puck away. Dom and Sam were going for a change, but when the puck came up, they decided to stay on. Sam's got it here. Oh, he was looking at Maddox flying in there. And Beans sends it up, and we get a bit of an offside and complete the change.
We are not being outplayed here.
No, we're not. Maddox's dad is yelling at him to hit the net, but I don't think he had the puck to have a chance to hit the net, or maybe I misheard what he was saying. So Beans and Bronson are out. Maddox, Ramsey, and Kay up and forward. And the puck trickles back into the corner, just out of reach of Beans. Sends it over to Bronson, out of his reach. Touch pass up to Ramsey from Maddox. Bounces around a little bit, and eventually clear the zone. Bronson wanted to send it in, but wisely didn't because he hadn't gained the red line.
Oh.
Bad touch by Erie. Maddox gets it, flips it over to Erie towards their net, but not towards one of our players. But we regain possession. Kay sends it back to Bronson, who sends it back low. Not to Kay, unfortunately. And here comes the breakaway. And a great stick check to force a wide shot from Beans. A couple of rebounds, a couple of bang right in the middle here, and the puck's gonna go in. I don't know how two had
Couldn't clear out the rebounds.
Yeah. Jackson's making the saves, but I don't think just a rolling puck here or there is just unable to get clean goalie pad or stick on it. And they've had two just trickle goals. So, getting the bounces right now, maybe we're due a couple bounces soon too. We got one already. We're due another to make it even. 3-1, 6.5 to go. Nothing fancy from Erie, but they do have the lead. I will say that up in the crow's nest, the catbird seat that we had to climb a ladder. Climbing up is, I think, the easier part. Climbing down could be an adventure.
I had to do it with a 40-pound backpack.
Climbing up.
Yes, with a 40-pound backpack.
We haven't done it climbing down yet. Climbing down is always the harder.
Oh, I'm throwing the backpack
when
down.
Navigating mountains. Erie's moving it up. They've got numbers. Nico guarding the pass. A nice save from Jackson as Erie tries to go up. And again,
come on, ref.
He's done it to both of us, but they'll just continue to get in the way. Nico sends it out. Looks like it's going to be an icing.
I don't know if you realize how out of shape I am till you watch me climb that ladder with a 40-pound backpack.
I missed it. So we're just going to assume you did it as skillful as a cat. But much like a cat that's too high up in a tree, that's where we're going to find ourselves trying to get down in a bit.
I've been up and down a couple times already. So.
Oh, well, you've got practice. Dom's in at center, hopping at the left wing, and then Braxton at right. Although Braxton switch over to the left, looks like Hopkins at right. Ben and Beans at D. Sam carries it across the red line, chips it in, gets tripped.
No call on the trip there.
No, and honestly, probably not a deserving call. Maybe a legitimate gripe, but the coaches were yelling rather hard. He had already just chipped it in and kind of lost his balance and went down. I'm not going to complain too much on that one. Face off just outside the Erie zone. 5:10 left. Down 2. Cyclones win it in. Sam gets it in. Wanted to fire one at the net and got tied up. And that puck just bounced past Ben, and now it's another 2-on-1 off of Bean's skates. Way to get the skate. And Dom loses it. Wall all alone, sadly. And Erie's able to knock it back down into the corner where Ben gives chase. Dom goes in for support, pulls it back out, sends it over to Sam, who's going to skate it up while he's looking for help from Braxton, who's lagging behind and now moving forward. Sam over to Braxton, backhand off the blocker. What a great attempt. That was good work by those two forwards who were late in the shift and tired and looking for a change. And they go off. as Erie fires one wide, and Raymer comes in. Maddox is going to get it. Nope. Tried to move it out, didn't. Bronson, I don't know where, lost it and gained it back. Does a spin move, loses it. Work to get it back here, and Raymer gives support, and Bronson eventually gets what he was looking for all along, which is the puck. And a goofy bounce over K's stick, and the Cyclones can't clear the zone. One-timer attempt by Erie. Misses up to K from Maddox. Bronson's going with him. K gets it in the zone, but loses it. And Nico takes control, sends it up to K. He gets hit from behind and loses it. Nico sends a hard pass over to Bronson, who's going to take it in and fire it into the glove. And Erie dropped it to make sure they don't take a face-off in their own zone.
Nice move from Maddox. Gets tripped again with the puck that time. No call. Good work from Reynolds.
So Reynolds and Yanger are on. The change. Yep, and here goes Maddox.
Got it.
And in.
3-2.
Maddox in his favorite spot. He's got the hands to work the puck in the slot there and make the goalie commit, and it goes right around him and slides it behind. So 3-2 with 3:02 to go in the second. Cyclones battling back. This is really, really solid, even game. No easy games this week, I don't think.
Nope.
This is like one of the CCM tournaments where it's just good, solid hockey. Everything's tight. Cyclones lose the draw, but Baker wins it all the way back to the goalie. And another 2-on-1. Good deflection to clear that out. Evans bringing it up, moves it to Yanger and off the skates and back.
So we got 2:30 to go in the second, down 3-2.
We've got another change. 2 of the 3 forwards have changed. Evan up to Downey, who wisely dumps it in.
Completes the forward change.
Miller and Evan are out. I should say Ben and Evan on D. Hopping Braxton, Wilson. I don't know what's happening down here, but there's some. That's a penalty for hitting the stick.
We do have a call.
Braxton let his stick go because he couldn't get it out from under the Erie player. Erie flips the stick up in the air, not far away, but enough that it was considered a stupid thing to do, and he gets a penalty for it. And he argues, much like any of these dumb kids argue when they think they didn't do something wrong. Hitting a stick in any fashion away from the player who has dropped the stick tends to be a penalty.
Yes.
I don't care if you hit it 2 feet. I don't know why you think that's not a penalty.
Exactly.
Maybe he was arguing that the penalty should have been earlier on Braxton.
Wait, are we
fighting him while he was laying down?
We're short one, Coach. There we go.
Yeah, sorry, just running my mouth. So McKibben and Wade, hopping Rumpke and Wilson on forward. Wins it back. Braxton with a goal! What a beautiful play.
Knocked the water bottle on that one.
Touch back from Dom on the faceoff win. That's why, boys and girls, boys and gals, girls and boys, it's good to win your faceoffs. Back to your team. Good things happen. Especially when there's so much traffic and you don't win it back so far. And Braxton, I think he scored like that a couple weeks ago. Just fired one right off the faceoff, and the goalie's not quite set yet. He can't see. There's a lot of bodies in the way. And I believe that the child that's come out of the penalty box is likely to continue to complain and take no responsibility for what he's just done by causing his team to lose their lead.
They're waiting on them to clear the penalty before continuing.
I thought they were waiting on for me to shut up and quit yelling at the child and chastising him for his poor behavior that's hurt his team. We can
helped ours.
With 3 seconds, we got that goal. That was beautiful. So I believe their coach said 0-0 score earlier, boys. Well,
and we're back there.
We're going to get not a timeout officially, but a timeout for the simple fact that we've got other parents like us completely inept at doing their job. I will say that the scoreboard...
I will not do it.
Yeah, I mean,
ever.
you're likely to you got to start taking notes on what the score is, the time, the period, and everything, because when you try to fix that penalty, really, everything could go blank and you could start over.
There, they got it.
They got
Woohoo.
it. They got it. Good work. But you know what? You just have to take a second to read the directions, and the refs never want to let you have that time. They get irritated and want to keep the game moving. But honestly, parents down there are just doing their best to not screw things up. I think the refs over there are laughing at it a little bit.
I've said it 100 times. I am happy to do a score sheet any day of the week. I will never do the scoreboard.
Yeah, Miller Hopping, really good at those. He was always my helper because I was really bad at it. So same lineup, Bronson and Evan are out there. Sam fires one in, gets deflected. Dom doing his best to get it up to Sam there in the slot. It didn't work out. Bronson kept it in, then fell down, lost it. We've got Evan only one-on-one and a good stick to keep that away. Throws the body around. That kid didn't like it. Tries to throw the elbow at Evan's head. Sam calmly collects the puck and chips it out. Braxton gives chase. Bronson steals the puck. He's going in, thinking about it. Everybody else changes. Bronson moves it back to Sam, who couldn't handle it, and Kay comes in for that rebound, gets a shot. Who's left on the ice? Sam's going for a shift. He's definitely late and tired. Rammer, never tired, takes a forearm shiver to the face and goes down. I think that could have been a penalty. Maddox there, fixing his shin pads while dodging the shot, and Jackson calmly let that one go over the net. Erie getting it back in, and Bronson battling here to keep it out of their hands. But Erie maintains control, sends the puck back to the point. Kay can't get it, 36 seconds left. Backhand from Bronson. Kay collects it, moves it over to...
30 seconds left in the period.
But it just didn't find its target. Nico, no-look slap shot, changes his mind and goes for a wrister. Erie weak in.
Off the skate and stayed in.
Yeah, stayed in.
13 seconds to go in the period.
Let's get a slapper, Nico. He goes up off the boards. Doesn't get everything on it, but he got enough. And that's the calm play we like to see from Nico. Gathers it. Oh, got it high there, and it could have been a high stick, maybe not, from Erie to keep it in, but a good, calm collecting of the puck and taking a look to try to clear it by Nico gets us to the end of the period.
14 minutes to go in the game. They're tied 3-3, my best.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah.
And we have the Beach Boys playing on the radio. I'm not gonna lie, when I was 10 years old, this probably was one of my favorite hits. I do like this time of year hearing some Beach Boys because it just takes me to a nice Southern California
warm
beach.
place.
And we're not gonna see anything like that around here for quite a while. So let's enjoy just dreaming of California girls and warm beaches.
This is a rare setup where we actually have two scoreboards in a rink.
Right? I like how you just breeze right past that comment that my wife hopefully wasn't paying attention to about me dreaming about California girls.
Yeah.
That's going to get me in trouble. Nice try.
You brought it back around.
Yeah.
Had you let it hang, you probably wouldn't have gotten in trouble.
No, she heard it, and she's definitely going to text me and say, "You dummy. You dummy."
You're the one that called attention. I tried to move on for you. Come on.
Well, no one ever claimed I was a.
My wife is in the building and cannot hear the conversation, so.
How did that happen? I don't know, Margo. All right,
Todd, why is the carpet wet? Or why is the carpet wet, Todd? Whatever. I don't know, Margo. I did try to get Michelle to buy the complimentary sweater, and she would not do it.
She's a fun gal. I thought she would have definitely jumped for that request. I can't wait to see Andrew's sweater tomorrow.
Oh,
His wife doesn't know about it. We caught her down there. She liked your sweater. I made sure to point out that it's nowhere near as special as her husband's sweater that arrived in the mail this week. And she just hung her head and said, "Oh dear, I can't wait." As Eli backhand up and around, gains the zone. Yeager gives chase as Erie clears it. And we're going to get an offsides. Good play by Evan there. I don't know. The delayed offsides I would prefer, but taking a
change off for
face
forwards,
off here
maybe
isn't so bad. Oh, I got a text from the wife. She heard it. She definitely heard it. Well, the good news is she knows I'm an idiot, so I'm likely not in trouble for such a minor offense as that. But give me a shovel and I'll keep digging, and I'm sure to find myself in dangerous waters later. So we'll stop. It looks like we scared away a few viewers. We were up to 25 earlier.
Oh, we were. I only 21 sides.
That was almost a great tip by Erie. I think Jackson got a piece of that as Downey gets squished into the boards.
We got to get this moving. We've been pinned in a little too long now. Almost a full minute pinned in. And nope. Go. Here has it. Gives everyone else a chance to change.
Dom and Sam come on, and I believe Braxton will be flying in here as Yeager escapes. Sam looks at it. Right!
Oh! That was there for Bronson, just wide.
That looked like Wawrinski coming down hard on the net. The Blue Jackets games. Kind of a weird bounce there, but Sam gains control. Takes a shot into the glove. And good effort. Really, really nice play from Hopping and Bronson there.
Well, and now we
wanted to bury it.
Some Jay Giles for you.
Oh, Jay Giles.
Let's just
excellent. Did he have more than one song?
No, he had two.
Okay. Now, is he alone, or does he have a band?
He has a band. Jay Giles band.
Yes, I know. Well, we didn't want to leave the rest of the band out of the equation on that comment. Bronson with a miss. Sam attempting to slow up Erie, and does so Bronson can send it over to Nico. A nice slap shot pass.
Go.
Knowing that Dom was going to fly into the zone and do the attack there. Nico and Dom, they've been playing together for years, and I think Nico just said, I know where Dom's going to be. We're going to slap this into space, and Dom's going to chase it down. Because that's just the kind of guy he is. Bronson with spin move. Bad bounce off the boards. Sam couldn't corral it, but Jackson does. No does not, but the whistle blew, and Erie's quite displeased, but you can't score from behind the net, typically. Oh, speaking of scoring behind the net, great attempt by someone in the Panthers game the other day, not the Panthers, to do a Michigan, and rather than get lit up by a defender, Bobrovsky just put the glove up, slid over, and caught the puck, and looked at the guy like, no chance. No chance. It was fantastic. As the Cyclones get a change, nice deflection out of the trouble from Paddle, and back into trouble, and back out of trouble. And Rammer moves it up to Maddox, who maybe gets a touch, maybe whip, and all the way into the zone, and Kay gets chase. A good puck work from Erie there to gain the zone back as Rammer, I thought he was going to light that kid up, but he put the spin move on him and lost the puck, so didn't get a chance. Erie surveys the scene. Bronson loses his stick, able to push the Erie player down. Their coaches don't like it. And the Cyclones doing the zone. We've got some tired forwards here. No pressure as Erie moves the puck in and behind our goal. They go for a change, and Bean curls up the boards, makes a pass, but off of Erie's skate. Who gives it right back to Beans and says, hey, how about a second chance? Because we want you to feel better. And
somebody get it in. There we go. Now we can forecheck.
Yeager, Reynolds, and Downey are in. Downey, with good support as the F3, helps keep the puck in the zone. Ben battling on the boards, loses it, but Cyclones still have control, and Reynolds is going to carry it in. Over to Downey, doesn't quite there. Maybe a drop pass to Yanger would have helped. Ben through the legs of an Erie player. And Reynolds moves it up to Downey. Tired legs, brings it in, dumps it low. Reynolds, wow. Erie decided to just say, I'm going to let someone else get the puck and move away. And the Cyclone said, thanks, we'll be that person that gets the puck. Yanger's got it, gets tripped, and we're going on a power play. And someone slams their stick down and loses the butt end. That would be, well, I don't think Reynolds slammed the stick down. It just, I don't even know. Done talking. So Dom's going to look to recreate the magic with a win back.
We want the other side.
Wilson. Oh, no. Sam's going to look to win it back to Dom for a shot, while Nico and Evan at defense ready.
We tried to get him to move it to the other face-off circle and couldn't get it.
He does win it. Over to Dom, back to Nico, who gets boarded, face into the boards there. Hopping with a dipsy doodle. And somehow we have two players on the boards doing nothing. I couldn't see what was happening, but they were nowhere near the puck. I think they maybe ran into each other. I don't know what happened to Dom and Nico there. Braxton moves it up. Sam moves it in, and Braxton gives chase. That's going to go for, I guess, a shot on net. Nico sends it up to Sam. He takes a hit and lose control. And Erie sends it back up to Nico.
Not our best power play.
Again, Sam, you screwed it up last time. But then he had nowhere to go with it, so he did. And a slap shot pass over to Evan. A pass back to Sam, who goes around the Erie player and down.
We are in with 30 seconds to go. Let's see if we can do something. Nope.
We definitely have not controlled the puck. And that's an icing, and we need to change because this line didn't gain much success on their 1 minute and 7 seconds of effort. So Maddox, Raymer, and Parker, and Yangers and Bronson back at D to see if we can't rip some hard shots from the blue line and maybe get a tip or a little dirty goal for a lead. Back to Yanger, sends it in. We get a tip from Erie. Pops into the slot, but we couldn't complete that. Bronson over to
13
Yanger.
seconds.
Keeps it in. And that's it in. Wait, where's the...
We're behind the net.
Okay. I didn't think we knew where that was. Hay fakes it back, brings it in, turns it over.
Right even.
Back. Everybody's even.
Power play's over. 8 minutes to go in the game.
Raymer up to K. Back to Raymer. Just knocked away. And they've got numbers. Oh, just floating around out there. Maddox couldn't corral it. Erie keeps it in and low. And Yanger's going to take it. Well, Kay just got an earful about not skating. Late in the shift, maybe he needs a change. So the Cyclones do complete a change for the forwards. Ben chips it up off the glass. Not quite out, but Nolan picks it up. And we have numbers. Moves it over to Reynolds. Thinks about it anyways. Didn't quite. Takes a shoulder to the head. Loses his balance. Reynolds back.
Nobody there.
Yeah. Well, I think Nolan was still getting up from the shot he took. Braxton with a nice push to dislodge Erie from their possession of the puck. Beans takes it around, moves it to Nolan, over to Eli.
Turnover.
Can't get it. And a good save by Jackson. Nolan gets it out. He's going to send it over to Reynolds.
That's off. Well, guess not.
Cyclones completing a change of sorts. So Eli's still out there. Ben and Beans are coming off. Eli just takes a shove in the back, and we're going to, wow. Who
Got a trip call coming to Eli.
That's the dumbest call I think I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
those two, there was a whole lot of running into each other.
I mean, that was brutal. Eli got cross-checked in the back, and as he fell down, their players just fell over too because he was pushed into him, and they call a trip on our player. And I hope our coaches are giving it to him. I mean, that's just stupid. And I don't usually like to yell at the ref, but that was
bad.
effing asinine.
So we're on a kill. Somebody's got to come off. We're on a kill.
They don't call that, but
3-3, 6:08 to go.
All right, so Dom's out there with Sam to kill this, and Evan, and I can't see Nico. Cyclones got to work real hard to kill off an unjust penalty, as we'll call it. I believe that was the nicest way I could have said it, because I definitely was saying worse things are. So covered by Jax, 20 seconds killed, back to the face-off.
We're up to 26 viewers. I don't know 26 people.
I don't know, yeah, right? Well, maybe Clarky's over there going, you got to hear this bullshit. And he got the red team listening. I'm not going to lie, that was fucking stupid.
Net's off, but they're still letting it go.
Good job, refs. You handed them the game.
They're leaving Jackson to fix his own net.
Jesse's clapping for the refs.
The horrible call. Net's off even on the goal.
I really don't like complaining about the refs on the broadcast, but god damn, I mean, like in a game, in a tournament where you can't lose a game, you can't be just handing team games with stupid shit like that. So anyways, Ramsey, Park, and Maddox, Yanger, and Bronson. So I think Yanger and Bronson.
They cleared it.
I don't know if they moved Yanger back to D? Or
For now.
Yeah. Maybe they're going to double shift. If you play D when you're not supposed to be on the ice, and then when your line comes out, you go up the forward. So a little bit of a battle at the red line. Puck bouncing back and forth. Yanger up to Maddox. Can't control it, but does gain possession back. Excuse me for another cough.
.5:16 to go, down 4-3. They need a 2 here.
Bronson's carrying this up. He's got Yanger going, so we got 2 defenders going up here in the rush. I think Yanger hit the brakes and tried to set up McKibben for a slap shot, and it was just snuffed out by either the back check or the defender from Erie. I couldn't see. The puck bounced off the boards and past our players there. And up to Erie for a shot. Cyclones cleared out. Looks like we're going to get a change. So Wilson comes on, flying in for some pressure. Dom's over there with Sam in support with Beans and Ben in the back with 4.5 to go. Beans moves it up to Wilson, misses it. Erie fires it back in, and Ben's got to give chase. Blocked shot from Hopping, way wide, and almost clears from Erie. Dom's going to move this up to Braxton. If he can get through, he's got a chance. He can't, but Dom works to keep it in. Sends it up to Sam, just out of his reach. Gives pressure. Throws a... And it goes back to Sam from Braxton. Tries to get it back to him, but not quite. And Erie clears his zone with 3:45 to go. Oh, Beans, no. Just fell over. Lost it. Cyclones need a cover and a change.
Yanger's back and forward.
Reynolds and Downey with him. Looks like Nico and Evan are back at defense. Erie's taking a look. Evan falls down. Jackson with a good save. Evan goes to clear it off the glass and goes into the netting instead. Puck rolled on him. Luckily, we're not in the NHL, so no penalty there. Jackson parries that aside. Evan keeps his clear attempt a little lower below the net. Off the boards, back to him and up to Yanger, who gains the red line and dumps it in. We've got Evan chasing that as well. Looks like Eli's covered back for him. Everybody's got it tied up over there. 2:45 to go. Evan's still down low giving chase. I like it. He's got
there we
it.
Go.
And he
loose.
Bounces one off the goalie's face. Cycles back, and Eli goes in for support as Maddox comes flying off the bench.
2:30 to go.
Nico keeps it in, takes a hit. And
getting that call. Late hit there.
Oh, Erie's coach is not happy with that. I couldn't see what happened, but to be honest with you, he's complaining about a call against his team with 2 minutes when he got handed the game 3 minutes ago. I like it. So he's now questioning our timeout. We haven't taken a timeout. We just called our players over when they couldn't clear the penalty earlier.
So it's 2:24 to go, down 4-3, and on a power play. Will we pull Jackson?
The question I have is, are there just ties in this, or is there overtime?
I think that there's no overtime.
Okay.
I would need to look for sure.
Well, the 28 people on board are hoping for an overtime because they want a few more minutes of our lovely chatting.
We do have Andrew back tomorrow.
The dulcet
So
tones.
all of so we will be a much more professional broadcast until the actual broadcast starts.
Yes, for sure.
Just to clarify.
Yeah.
The setup.
Andrew doesn't bring the professionalism. He brings the awesomeness.
Yes.
Once we've had a couple of pops.
Again, 2:24 to go.
Also, Andrew
Down,
catching
4-3.
strays there.
Yes. Yes.
While he's on a job site training.
Go pilot.
Yeah, he can't. He's not here to defend himself, so we're going to take shots. I like it. So Matt,
he's earned them.
Ramsey and Kay.
Jackson is still in the goal for now. We'll see what happens if we gain possession from the face-off. Which we do not. We do now. Jackson's still in.
Yanger pinching down low. Jackson with a bit of a little hook that he pulled away from, so he didn't get called for it. Ramsey's got it. Back to Jackson. We need to. There we go.
This ref's been in the way the whole freaking game.
I know, right?
Step up, Park. Coming out.
Got to be a little stronger on the puck there. Cyclones get it back with 1:45 to go. 50 seconds left in the power play. Ramsey comes off and Hopping comes on. Bronson loses control. Sam and a good back check from Yanger allow for that puck to turn back over.
We got stuff going on over here, no call.
Good play by Bronson to get that out.
25 seconds in the power play.
They had possession and we're going to go forward, but they were calling for the offside, and we'll take the face-off.
1:15 to go in the game. 21 seconds left on the power play.
Hopping, Rumpke, and Wilson up front. Nico and Wade in the back. Rumpke with the face-off. Cyclones win it. Hopping takes a look, sends it over to Nico, who kind of on the dumping got it deflected for not deep. And they're on a penalty kill without a stick, so we should attack that. And Evan's going to go. Sam's going with him. Braxton's coming in behind. Evan goes up.
They pull Jackson. So we're 6 on 5 now with 42 seconds to go.
We don't have 2 going at the puck here. Now Sam comes in to help it. Sends it back to Evan. In.
Uh-oh.
And that's going to be a roll.
That's going to roll wide for an icing.
27.8 left. Who do we put out for this final 27-second push? Bronson, Yanger, Dom, Hopping, Wilson. Can we get the results from early? Dom goes in. Wade, Yanger, and Hopping right at the edge of the circle. Hopping cheats over. Dom takes a cross check to the back. And they clear down where Bronson's going to get it with 20 seconds left.
Just one!
Sends it over. Yanger's got it. Crosses the red line with 15 to go. Over to Sam, who can't gain control, and that's going to be the game.
And 4-3 is the final.
I guess they
Unfortunately.
tried to give us a chance to get it back, but they definitely, the refs didn't help on that one, unfortunately. A close game, a good game. Honestly, it was a really good game, a good back and forth. That should have been a 1-goal game either way. So, no hard feelings about the play for sure.
Just that last penalty.
Just didn't go our way.
So next game is 10-10 tomorrow, back in the same crow's nest.
I like it. I'd like to play this team again.
I would
that
too.
was a really good game.
Yeah,
I
it
also
was.
like that when we're playing the teams that are rated higher than us, we work hard.
We do. We work harder.
If we worked this hard with the teams that are even or below us, I think we'd be doing a little bit better this year. But they do play